Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are in Gloucestershire and we are looking for the HQ, police HQ, which I think we may have found. So we are expose and educate, and we're going to see today if they honour our right to film in public and from publicly accessible areas, and see if they want to abuse any of the sections that they constantly do abuse. Obviously this place is CCTV surrounded, green fence. You couldn't get more secure really unless they put something on the tops. So yeah, quite a big square footage. Forest Road Safety Unit. Excellent. So just arrived, guys. First vehicle coming in. I understand it could be quite a busy place as it's the HQ. Never seen a Forest Road Safety before, so let's have a little wander through. We've got some electric charging points, quite a few actually. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 possibly. I know the police are starting to get more and more electric vehicles. You can see the HQ in the background there with a big sweeping arch of a place. Not too many police vehicles in attendance. They must all be out doing stuff. Here we have a Peugeot. Gloucester Police. No sign of much else. I hope the wind's okay, guys. We've got the new windsock on today. Going a little bit of a hoolie. So yeah, so this is the back of the property. Not a lot to see, if I'm honest. You can see the surrounding area. Obviously sometimes the police cars park elsewhere. I don't know if that's police property over there. Maybe we'll check that out in a minute. Clear sign stating no unauthorised access. Barriers are bouncing in the wind a little bit. So yeah, so we'll have a wander around to the front of the building. Doesn't seem to be much going on here. The guy that's just come in is sitting waiting. I don't know if he's up to something or what he's intending on doing. We'll head on round possibly to the front of the building in just a second. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes to see what this guy's up to. He seems to be on his radio, so we'll give him a couple of minutes to decide if he wants to question what we're doing, and see if anybody else comes out. You can't really see a lot from here. There's a staff entrance. It's obviously the sort of engine-y part of the building. Big exhaust pipe, looks like heating or something. So he's now going through an inner gate, so we'll leave him to it and we'll have a wander round to the front, I think. So I'll tell you what we'll do, guys. We'll drop it there and pick it up in a bit. So currently a couple of friends watching us. There's a lot of these concrete blocks around here, but none of them are used for signs. Plenty of bushes around the outer wall. As I said, I'm not sure if that's part of the police station or because the sign on the door said immigration. So here we come up to what I would class as the side entrance of the police station, or police HQ. It's quite a nice shaped building actually. It's got some good architecture to it. Got a wall a little bit like a prison, with the anti-climb thing around the top. Yeah, quite a big place. So it's an emergency exit, so we've got to keep clear at all times. No admittance to anybody that's not authorised, obviously. So we just have a little look up. Try and get the best price for the camera. Can't really see a lot going on up there. As I said, we'll continue round to the front. Bollards have all got padlocks on for some particular reason. It's painted blue. Really sort of makes it blend in with the local landscape and everything. So it's quite a quite a nice building, not an eyesore. You certainly wouldn't call it an eyesore. Didn't realise the place was so big in actual fact. The police flag is fluttering in the wind. Just about make it out, guys. Looking a bit tattered, something they'll need to change in the coming months. So yes, welcome to Gloucestershire Constabulary. There's a sign to Compass House round the back. This is obviously the reception area. We'll take a little walk up just to see if anybody has a major problem. So as you can see, for access, press the intercom. Compass House is a custody suite. So we'll have a little walk down and around. A few bits and pieces, local paraphernalia. On the bell. In attendance, or police type reading matter. Car park's quite empty. I'm assuming it's just for visitors. Obviously reception that way. So we'll just have a wander down this bit. Huge overhang. Huge. It's a massive building. Absolutely massive. They've got these splashes of red in different places. Quite a vibrant colour. Fire exit. And that door doesn't say anything, so it could be used for anything at all. So here we have another entrance to the car park. Please close the gate. No tailgating, normal signs that you'd see, guys. Please park in designated spaces. Don't know if the trading standards next door. Snip over and have a look at trading standards. So, obviously shared car park for trading standards. Gloucestershire Tri-Service Emergency Centre. So obviously a multifunctional building. Just step back over here for a second. I'll just keep out this gent's way, obviously once you get in.
Yeah, sorry, we're police officers. What's your purpose?
Sorry, can I see some identification? Because I've had people come up to me and
say
no,
we're just wondering, just checking for
Lovely,
security.
yeah, sure.
What are you doing here? Recording me, I know you're recording me now. But what are you recording
No,
about?
I'm not being funny, it's just this bit obvious what I'm doing. I'm just filming the police station.
What
Apparently it's
purpose?
the head. Well, I've been up to Gloucester,
Yeah.
and there's only one fella on reception, and he said this is the place to come and see footage and stuff. Hello, good afternoon.
So you just want to record the police headquarters?
Yeah.
For what reason? No, for what's the reason?
The reason is that there are people out there that have got an interest in emergency services, and people like me go out and we film stuff, catch vehicles going out on blues and twos, that sort of stuff. Okay. And it's also, I'll be honest with you, it's to see the interaction with the way local police interact with photography. Yeah. Because as we know, photography in itself is not a crime. Mm-hmm. There's been some sort of strange reactions around the country, so we're sort of recording that for prosperity, education, that sort of thing.
No, just it is a free world, obviously, but I'm just checking.
Of course,
it's a security issue. If you're getting cars, vehicle registrations, and
do you know
occupants,
what? I've got to say, it's always brought up about personal cars.
Yes.
We don't intentionally film personal cars.
Yeah.
We don't intentionally, or I don't intentionally film undercover vehicles because I don't want to infringe on any activity that might be going on to catch the bad guys.
Yeah, sure.
It's literally just, in a way, I suppose you could say we're exercising our rights to film in public, to film areas that we can see with a human eye from publicly accessible areas, and as I say, interaction with the police and seeing how they deal with us. So you were very professional, came up, showed your ID.
I'm just checking because obviously we have had security alerts and we've had individuals causing issues, and I think we had one at Stroud Police Station a few months ago, didn't we, where someone was recording in a private area. But my only concern would be you're getting vehicle regs and the occupants of their private vehicles, the police officers and staff, and obviously there could be a potential security risk if you're going to put it out on YouTube or social media.
I understand your concerns. I don't deliberately get them. But as you're fully aware, I'm assuming there is no right to privacy in a public area or publicly accessible areas.
These vehicles actually.
Sorry, young lady, if you're going to interact, could I have your ID, please?
Yeah, she is.
It's only for my safety. I say that. You look very harmless. Lovely, thank you.
The police vehicles don't actually tend to come out of this gate. They come out of the gate up the road.
This one just up here. Funny enough, I'm heading that way. I've had a look round the back. I just saw one van coming in, a little bit boring. So.
What's your name, if we may, just so we can make a record in case there's
what
anything.
Would you like to call me? Because as you're aware, I'm not.
Well, you're at liberty to give me your details, but
I am at liberty to, and I'm at liberty not to.
You don't want to provide your name and address or anything like that. Name, date, birth, even.
Are you actually thinking hard about this? Answer the question.
No.
Honestly,
I'm doing my job, aren't I?
I'm committing a crime.
Not really, not at the moment. No, I've just got some security concerns. That's all.
Of course,
it is our headquarters, and obviously being in the police. I've got a duty to...
Most definitely, and I welcome the interaction.
Sure.
You know, this will go out. The police officers that don't act within, shall we say, the guidelines properly are the people that we're out to expose. You two have been very professional. You'll get some likes on this, you'll get some nice comments, because I've got this impression. My family have had a connection with the police over the years in many different ways, both sides. And I've got this impression at the moment there is a big gap between the police and the public. You know, the Floyd riots, if you want to call them that, protests, all the other stuff around the police officer that killed that lady up in London. Yeah. And every time I see something happening, they're always there to make you guys look bad.
Yeah.
And people have got their phones out. I mean, I saw a police officer trying to tackle somebody in a park. There must have been 12 people around him filming him, saying, leave him alone, he's done nothing wrong. They didn't have a clue. Nobody stood up for that Bobby, you know, and it's because of that disconnection with the public. You know, the police have lost a lot of respect in the community. I don't think rightly so, that's personal opinion. And, you know, things like this can help build those bridges, you know, because we rely on you guys. You know, if I've got a problem, I want to be able to ring and get a nice police officer, you know. Unfortunately, there are some out there that they abuse certain rights, section 1, section 50, section 43, they're the ones they always throw at people, but they're not happy to answer the question about, am I doing anything illegal? I understand the security issue and we welcome interaction so that we can put your mind at rest.
Okay.
You know,
that's fine. Yeah, we obviously we have got a job to do in the police generally, and use our powers where necessary. But are you staying here for the time being, or?
I'm going to just watch these two, see if they're coming out. I'm going to go and find this other gate that you mentioned. Maybe I'll see a bit more action. Okay. Then I'll pass back this way, do a final sweep, probably do an outro to the video, and hopefully it's all good. I was a little bit...
You may get challenged again, I'll just
warn you. Of course,
because,
yeah, no, that's fine.
That's a vigilance.
I was just wondering about this, because obviously this is a shared car park for trading standards and stuff. And so there's no public access to this sort of place?
No, there won't be public access.
Yeah.
It's literally staff who, tri-service, control room, and police officers, police staff.
Well, this is the way it's going, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, get these places up and running.
And stuff.
Brilliant. Excellent.
Okay.
So I'll ask you one question before you both go. And I know sometimes when you're asked questions, you don't feel comfortable answering. What do you think your worst enemy is out there on the streets?
Probably social media, I'd imagine.
Do you think so?
It can be a good thing and a bad thing. I'm just being honest.
See, I would respectfully suggest your worst enemy out there is a bad cop.
Yeah, that's
because
good.
they put you in harm's way.
Yeah.
You know, and you said about filming private cars. If people were going to do that to follow, say you'd upset somebody, there's lots of ways they can do that. They don't have to stand outside here with a camera.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that.
And I appreciate that's a real concern to people. It's always mentioned, like I said to you. But yeah, a bad cop is your worst enemy. So guys, always try and keep on the right side of stuff.
Oh, we do.
Don't abuse your powers. You don't look as though you're those type of police officers.
No, we're not all bad.
No, definitely. It's a
good
very
force,
small number. It's a very small number.
Yeah, Gloucestershire are a very good force.
Yeah.
So, I think.
Yeah. Apart from the guy here that was filming the colleague in the showers.
Okay. Yeah, that's obviously on public domain, isn't it?
What surprised me about that story, I've got to share, is that he said he put it down on the floor. That's fine, you're not, you know. But the fact he came out and rebooted his phone just looked a bit suspicious to me.
Well, I don't know the full detail.
No, and I wouldn't expect you to.
Leave me to it then.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, thank you. So down that way, or can I walk across there?
I wouldn't. I'd go along
Use the footpath. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being professional. So there we are, guys. As you can see, no problem with them approaching us to ask questions. You know, they wouldn't be doing their job if they didn't find out what we were up to. You heard the guy had to use the private vehicles. You know, that seems to be the chief paranoia for police at the moment. You're filming private vehicles, and like I said to him, and he agreed, anybody that had it in for a particular police officer, there's many other ways of finding out information, where they live, what they drive. You wouldn't necessarily stand out the front of a police station and film anybody. So we're just walking up to this other vehicle entrance that they mentioned. Hope it wasn't a bum steer. And we'll see if we can get any comings and goings. Okay, so this is the Gloucestershire Tri-Service Emergency Centre. So no admittance, authorised personnel only. So purely because of that sign, guys, we won't go through the open gates. There are barriers there. So we could hang on here for a bit and see if we can see any action, I suppose. Can't really see much in. Couple of police vehicles, can't really get a good shot of them. Mainly private cars. So I'll tell you what we'll do, guys, we'll drop it there and pick it up in a bit. So I decided to end the video there, guys. I was very aware that the time was getting on, so look out for part 2, further interaction. And before I go, just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Please click like, please click share, and hopefully more people will watch and subscribe. Catch you on the next one.